them to get off to a fast start here, because what we've noticed this summer is the team playing the doubleheader game has tended to finish slowly, other than Boston and their win up at Harvard.
Two of the top face-off men in the world. Joe Nardella leading the league with over 70% win rate, and TD Ierlan are going to go at it today, so that's going to be a fun match.
Finish the play, run hard to the top of the arc and avail yourself and understand that spatial relationship.
Once again, we've got our face-off men mic'd up, and you can hear the grunting and groaning and the physical exertion required to win a face-off. Loose ball hold goes against the whip
line to the tangent of the crease.
There you see the rookie from Ontario. This battle continues.
Run.
Nardella was able to win it. Jacobois picks up the GB. Two-way player, so he is definitely dangerous on the offensive end. Can shoot from distance. 55 in white. Skips it to the far end. Dordevic has a trail checked away. Now big hit. Still on the ground. Cohen can't pick it up.
He got trashed and then run over and then swept.
Even the cookies they're selling here are green. RB, you had a green cookie before.
I was a little worried there for a minute.
I thought it was St. Patrick's Day green.
I usually don't eat anything green. It's usually got to be, you know, the bright red center before I'm taking a bite of it.
It's quite an exit.
Extra quick release, but you look at the goals that he's scored, there's not like a lot that look alike.
Nardella, he shoots, scores! Nard's second of the year. Ties things up at 3 apiece.
Right down Pacific Highway here. Talked about TD's gorgeous exit. This time it's Nardella off the clamp win out the front side. The defense gives him no respect. Attack spreads and creates a nice seam.
You got to rotate into Nardella. Like, defensively, this guy has put up numbers his entire pro career. You have to respect him in transition.
And there you can see, talk about a lengthy career. Third all-time in terms of face-offs won for the 10-year veteran, 2020 face-off athlete of the year in this league. Leading the league in face-off percentage coming into this weekend.
And he hard to do.
You could pretty much have that teammate of the year trophy as a traveling trophy to all the cursed houses, right? Like all the brothers, you get it this year, I'll take it next year. Great team.
Shoney.
Right.
It's pretty amazing.
Exactly
I was joking with him about it before the game. It's one of the coolest things we saw last summer during the World Championships.
At times with a wooden long pole.
Talk about a team letting your actions show your commitment to your team.
No question. Always one of the more popular.
Well, when you don't have to play against Carolina and Blaze Reardon, you can look a little bit better.
We're not going for it.
A gentleman's agreement there at the face-off to end the quarter.
It's a great start. Great start.
Yeah. That's who they drew when the league started, so just had to go back to what I knew.
You got to go with what your heart tells you. I did see your reaction to Romar Dennis's 2 bombs, though. Did that make you maybe think about, oh, Redwoods might be my team?
Romar's my guy, so I love seeing him succeed, and he's got the nastiest shot from 2 I've ever seen. So when it's overhand, it's cheddar. It's going in every time.
We love your podcast. We love watching you keep doing great stuff for the PLL and lacrosse. You've been awesome, Mikey. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, digs it.
Let him go that way and trust the angles and trust Kelly. So he took the bait, and Dordevic made him pay.
And look at Tucker looking at the video, just wants to take a look at it. Portland, Oregon, part of a handful of players now from that area in this pro league.
And on the Oregon Trail behind the back, fancy passing, and it ends up with a Rambo goal.
2 in succession. Notable here, a left-handed break. You got a lefty point man. Malone, Rambo, Rope.
Well, and Nardella struggled on the previous fast break generated. He couldn't really connect that pass. Switches to his left to make that an easier pass to execute.
Great handle by Nardella. Honestly, he's got 10.
He's fantastic.
This year, he's got 62 ground balls. He's got 10 turnovers. That's a ton. Okay, 62 of his possessions, he's turned it over. So to see him handle that, it's a big step forward.
Ierlan picks up this GB. So a little bit of a run, 2 goals in 7 seconds for the Whips.
The year, there's no doubt at the midfield position. He's got a green light mindset too. He's just a high volume shooter. He wants to make plays. I love his mentality.
Yeah, and coming back from injury early on in the season.
He's a guy who spent a lot of time at the high school level working on his agility and his footwork, and you see that. Nobody can plant and cut the way
Watch out!
Tucker can.
Said had his prey just lined up, and Murrow. He played his last game, his first game of the year last week. He's been injured the whole year.
I think you got to give Maryland a ton of credit, Coach Stagnita. I mean, they were 2-3. No Brad Smith, no Tucker Dordevic. A lot of new guys blending in the offense. For them to get to 2-3 with all the lineup changes.
So how do...
More than 57
it's
in that differential.
Exorbitant. And you saw with California almost as many turnovers as shots. And it has not been a good formula for the Woods. Going to get a loose ball hold. Goes against California, so Patra will put it in play. Maryland. And he's got to get a quick look.
Connors just started.
And he keeps adding to his arsenal. It's a guy who wasn't recruited coming out of high school, and if you're a young whippersnapper watching this game, Rob Pennell was really overlooked. Had to take a PG year at Deerfield, then hit his growth spurt, and started to become the player that he is today at Cornell. Same with TJ Malone, quite honestly. TJ Malone went to Haverford, was recruited by Amherst only. Penn State took him late, May of his senior year. Penn State took him.
Yeah, that is not a typical men's league game where
pats on the back.
No hard checks, no hits, right, guys?
Right.
Like,
and you know when they announce that game that there's some guys who are going to work over the next month to get themselves into primetime shape. And that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about.
We're also dealing with Green Berets and Seals. They're already in primetime shape.
And to then to sharpen up the
wall
lacrosse
ball,
angle of
like
it.
hundreds of shots on against the wall.
Exactly.
the dogs, it made me go back fine.
Yeah, Nat is extremely displeased with how that transpired. He thought the ball should have been brought back for the restart. Quick restart. Ajax took advantage of it. First goal as a professional.
Portland Pipeline now more than 23 or 4 rookies have scored in a PLL game this summer.
It's a crazy good class and fun to watch. Connors brings it up with Fake. Fake will shoot a 2-point shot. Scores! Oh. What's gotten into him?
He's crossed the midfield line more this season than I think he did his entire collegiate career.
95 with the 6-foot pole. The answer the Redwoods were looking for. Fake has been running the field aggressively, and this time it pays off.
The high bouncer, yet again. High bouncers will go. Barred down.
What's up with your dad, Chloe?
Ever since he got AT&T's best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy, he's been up on his high horse.
Best deal got me feeling like a big old cowboy.
That's a very high horse.
Perhaps you can wait in the waiting room?
I'll just go wait in the waiting room. Here we go.
Ride high with AT&T's best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open.
Woods Nation on a roll here, and this is what it's all about right there.
3 points in 35 seconds. Gray nets his 6th of the year. They need to get him going. And Nardella wins the faceoff. Can he get one of them back? He'll take a shot and score! With Ierlan draped all over his back. What an answer from the Whips.
He's the equalizer.
So tough, right? So
He's
tough.
the equalizer.
The run stopper, the run starter.
Yep. Second of the day that he's buried himself. He's also created some fast break opportunities for others.
Yeah, at what point? This is a time that I would have set the point man to stop him, because TD actually is kind of draped on him and limiting his shot action right here. I'm not sure how much he's going to get off. Where's the help defensively?
Well, it should have come from that low right guy. I think he had the easiest opportunity.
That's a nuanced situation, RB.
Flag comes flying in.
And sometimes I'd love to have a point man who could fake it, slow play it sometimes.
Yeah, I just meant the low right guy because I think he had gotten past the point. And that was
you read Nardella's ability to shoot either right-handed or switch to his left. Like, simple concepts. That first midfield line's been very potent today when you look at the numbers. Patra, Dordevic, and Levi Anderson.
6 goals for Anderson in just 4 games this year for Maryland. Nice save. Beautiful play by Chorus.
I just really like what Anderson's bringing to this offense.
And what he's done in his career. He got to 600 earlier today. Now sitting at 601. 56 points shy of Paul Rabel, who stands atop that list. What's at hand, though, and more importantly to Rob Pennell, is somehow finding a way to get back into this game here in the early going in the 4th quarter. TD will help with a face-off win.
Joe Walter's the name on that list. I think he was underappreciated talent. University of Maryland, MLL, within range.
Second on the day for Cole Kirst. TD again, battling with Nardella. Cohen just trying to pick up that GB. Patra was there. Maybe got away with a push in the back. Now Patra has it. He's in all kinds of difficulty. Gets out of there with it, though.
Slick swim out of traffic.
Long for this Whips offense, it was kind of a matter of like, well, when Tucker gets back. When Tucker gets back.
He's back. And in a very loud way.
I literally was off him.
Now California's down 5. Tevlin tried to get one back quickly. Rob Pennell backing him up. That man right there is making it very difficult on him. Tucker Dordevic has had a day with 3 two-point goals.
Utah Archers with the bye weekend.
Come on, Squires.
Big ground ball. Picked up by Squires. Heads up to get it in front to Chorus. Nardella. Tried to get it to Rambo.
But the Whipsnakes can't believe that there wasn't a hold call on the loose ball.
Well, Janachuk was on the ground. You could see him trying to get up and wasn't able to get the ball back. But Tevlin, that's the 2nd interception that he's made. That's key to run on the other end.
TD wins it to himself. Another quick shot from Gray on the far side, and that one stays with the Woods, though, because of the backup.
Ability to close out on that shooter and to impact Kirst's hands
and
like
release. Done, wasn't it? I mean, that was a great call on your part. He just had to lower his shoulder and try and take Kirst out. He would have done well to have that extra 6 feet of stick. Connors with the GB. All the juice now with the Woods. Garnsey, he shoots it wide. Backed up by Pennell.
He had the switch. He caught it with intent, and he went quickly before the defense was able to organize itself behind the play, and then he went against the scout going to his left.
As if not to say, oh, here I go, everybody look at me. It was like catch it and go.
2 on the day for Zed. Connors can't pick it up.
Nifty pickup by Squires.
To the near post.
There's not a lot you could do defensively.
Ierlan understands every face-off is absolutely critical. Wins one from the top face-off man in the league.
Defend the 2 now if you're the Whipsnakes on defense.
Timeout from Nat.
Back goals by Williams just were the key. I mean, everything was going Redwoods. They had to cut it to 2. They had all the momentum in the world. And those back-to-back goals by Williams just reestablished that 4-point, 2-possession lead.
Timeout again by Nat. 48.6 remaining. And it's looking more and more like a split for the Redwoods here on homecoming.